persons. You are only the one. Being a manager, you are the one who always spoke behind the organization. Transmit information to the outside on organization plans, policies, and action and results. Like whenever there is a seminar, there is any like a meeting, and any, we can say that you went any for we can call seminars. There is a lot of universities, or they are joining on one platform, but you have to tell regarding your organization, because you will be the one who represent your organization, and you will be the one who tell about your organization regarding its plans, policies, and its results, because you are the spokesperson behind your organization. Because whenever someone asks questions, they will not ask a question from your employees, they will directly ask a question from you, because you are the leader, you are the manager who leading this place. You better know about all the situation. And that's why you are the responsible person to talk regarding your organization. Now next we have decision rule. Decision rule number 1, entrepreneur. This role is what? Always looking for new opportunities. Always looking for new opportunities in the market. Searching for new opportunities. Search its organization and its environment for opportunities. You have to initiate or bring changes. Now, as you have information regarding your outside the organization, why you want to have the information? For the sake of what? To bring changes, to take any sort of initiative. Next role, disturbance handler. Disturbance handler. Whenever your organization face any sort of problems, so you are the one who sort out the disturbance. Who take, whenever a problem occurs. So being a manager, you have to take the corrective actions in order to resolve the disturbance. It means that you must have, your decision powers must be accurate. The next one, resource allocator. Resource allocator makes or approves significant organization decisions. Now, take the decisions of other. You are the resource allocators, but you are not taking decisions directly. You are taking suggestions of others, but at last you are the person who take any significant organizational decisions. But before taking decision, your decisions must be on the basis of with other mutual concerns. Negotiator, responsible for representing the organization at a major negotiations. Wherever you go, because you are the leader of your organization, the manager of that, so definitely you have responsibility to represent the organization at a major negotiation, because you are the representative of that. We can say, if I say that you are the brand ambassador of that organization, that you are representing that organization, whatever you are representing that organization. You have to talk about that. That what is the role of a manager. In the past, first we study about the functions that are compulsory. That is the role which is she perform it. The previous also perform. but that is related to has interpersonally as a skills, which is he must do that. The first one, that's also compulsory. The second one is also compulsory. But the first is a function, the second is a role of that. The first is the function where it's compulsory, that it is connected with his job. It has job that he must do all these activities: organizing, planning, organizing, leading, controlling. They must do that. But the rest, these roles, because he is a leader or a top, because he must perform these activities. Whether he wants or not, he will perform. Now next we have management skills. Being a manager, what sort of skills do you must have? Because you are leading your organization, so definitely you must have skills. Skills which is related to technical skills, human skills, and conceptual skills. Now come to about technical skills. The ability to apply specialized knowledge or expertise. Look, every one of us, right now you are what? You are learning. You are getting ideology regarding organizational behavior. That is a knowledge. When you apply that knowledge, in a practical situation, that is a technical skill. Whatever the knowledge that you gain, now you are applying that. That is a technical skill. You must have ability or capability to apply your knowledge to make a better something. Next one, human skills. In human skill, the ability to work with. Now you must have the ability to work with the different diverse people, to understand the ideology, what their needs and wants. And you also must know how to motivate other people. And you have to know that how to work both individual and with a group. You must have that much capacity to work with an individual or as well as with a group of people. Next one, conceptual skills. Conceptual skills, the mental ability to analyze, diagnose complex situation. Conceptual skills means that being a manager, you must have ability to make a quick decisions. Whenever the organization faces a problem, you have the capability, you must have the capability to diagnose it very quickly and come up with a solution for that and resolve it. That is a skill that you must have. These skills will develop when the more you practice, the more you diagnostic skill or coming with the quick solution. These skills will not develop within a 2 months or 3 months. It will take time, because at the beginning you must, if you want to be conceptually spectacular, at the beginning you will make a loss of errors, you will make a loss of irrelevant decisions, and then you will become a corrective decisions maker. Then you will be able to make a good decision. Then your conceptual skill will be highly effective. Then you will have, then you will make quick decisions. But it will take time. If you want to be a quick decision maker, rather than put yourself inside that situation, with a different situation, and brainstorming and come up with a solution for that. No doubt, if it is wrong, but you have to come up with a solution. or keep studying the case studies and plus its solution, so that also increase your ideology. Whenever you face similar problem, you just go and use that solution. Not only the case studies, you also have to study about the research papers, previous researches, what the researchers have done, what the problems that they have tackled, and what are the solutions they have introduced for that. Recommended solution. Now use that recommended solution for your organization if the problem is similar. Then now we enter the organizational behavior. Whatever we discussed regarding what do managers do, management function, role, and the skills. That was the fundamental or the base knowledge that I have delivered. But now actual our study is start from here. That organization behavior. Organization behavior, a field of study that investigates the impact that individual group structure have on behavior within an organization for the purpose of applying such knowledge toward improving the organization performance. Look, let's divide this. Organization behavior is a field of study investigates the impact. Now look, investigates the impact of individuals, groups, structure have on behavior with organization. As I talked to you, if you remember, organization behavior focus on individual behavior, how group work together, how the organization itself behave, and how the individual, group, organization itself interconnected, and whether there is impact on each other or not. What I have taught in the beginning of this session when I started. But in here we are investigate the impact of individual groups or structure have on behavior within the organization. What is the purpose of understanding the behavior of the group, individual, and a structure? It means that individual, groups, and organization itself. The purpose is what? Applying such knowledge. Why we are applying that? As we study in importance, for the sake of to make the organization better, effective. I mean to improve the organization performance, as I discussed in here. Organization behavior is a study of what people do in an organization and how their behavior affects the organization performance. Simple as this. Organization behavior is a study of what people do in the organization and how their behavior affects the organization performance. If they behave negatively, what will be the effect? If they behave positively, what will be the effect? As I discussed to you that there will be positive relationship if the relationship is positive between co-worker and supervisor, there will be job satisfaction. If there is a negative relationship between employees and the negative relation between co-worker and supervisor, the job satisfaction will be insignificant or dissatisfied. Organization behavior is concerned specifically with employment related situation. That might be clear now. Whatever we're talking in organization behavior, that is specifically relevant to such employment situations. Organization behavior emphasizes behavior related to concerns such as job, work, absenteeism, employment turnover, productivity, human performance, and management. These are the core areas of where the organization behavior is talking about. Organization behavior is concerned regarding jobs, work, work environment, work, absenteeism, employment turnovers, productivity, human performance, and management. Like such as jobs, the jobs that they're doing, whether they are satisfied or not. Work environment, the work environment, whether they are happy in that work environment or not, whether that work environment is related or according to their need, according to their perspective or not. Absenteeism. Why employees are making such absenteeisms? Why employees are making such absenteeisms? What is the cause? What is the reason behind them making such kind of absenteeisms? Employment turnover is high. Employees are leaving the organization. What is the reason that employees are leaving? Why they are not retaining that? We are searching for that. You're looking for that. You're curious regarding that. Why employees are leaving my organization? Productivity. Why your organization productivity is decreased day by day? Employees are not giving that much productive work. Human performance, your employee performance. Why they're not performing as you want them to perform? So what is your management tactic is good or not? Whether your management tactics is according to the concern of your employees or not. What organization behavior is talked about. Organization behavior or OB includes the core topics. What are the core topics? That what we will study in this subject. Motivation, leaders' behavior and power, interpersonal communication, group structure and process, attitude, development and perception. These are the main area of our concern and organizational behavior. That what we are going to talk about. Now, we have entered inside the organizational behavior. We discussed about that. What is organizational behavior? We discussed that. What are the subjects that we're going to study in that? But in here, let me tell you something. Complementing institution with the systematic study. Look, complementing institution with a systematic study. Systematic of behavior means making reasonable, accurate prediction. Complementing institutions with systematic study. We are inside the organization, we will face different problems. Lots of problems we will face. For some problems we bring quick solutions, but for some problems we are just searching for a solution. Many problems that you face, you come up with your intuitions. We directly say that, okay, this is a problem, do these things, it will solve. That is intuition. But some problem, your intuitions does not work. Because that is completely new problem. Intuition will work when you face similar problem consistently. But it will not work when when a new problem arises. Your intuitions will not work. For that, you have to go with the systematic study. With systematic study. Now, systematic is a step-by-step process. Systematic means a way toward going any solution that must take a step by step. Now we cannot go directly towards solutions. We just, for example, a problem arises. Now We are not, we cannot give them directly a solution. Okay, this is the solution for that. That's it. No. If the problem is completely new, you have to think about that. Okay, the problem, study the problem. Understand the problem. Study that. Study the concept of that problem, what this problem is. Analyze, discuss with your colleagues. Identify that. Where the problem arises. Go that deeper. Identify the source of that. Identify the source of that problem, from where the problem is generated. And then you will be able to give the redaction for that, because you are completely understanding the problem. Sorry. And plus, you knowing that where the problem comes from and what is the basic reasons behind that problem. And now you are bringing solution for all those reasons in order to resolve this problem. And that is a systematic way. Now, when we use the term systematic, study means looking at relationships, attempting to attribute cause and effects. We see the relationship of it. What is the cause and what will be the effects? Basing our conclusion on scientific evidence. The data that we have gathered. Like for example, in inside the organization, employee turnover is high. Now we cannot say that this is the reason that employees are leaving. Like let's suppose employees are leaving, you're saying that their salaries are low, that's why they are leaving. Although there's no problem like this. Employees are having no objections regarding salary. Now here your intuition does not work. When you go with a systematic study and you collect the data, gather the data, analyze the data, now you get to know that actually the problem was somewhere else. What was the problem? The problem was the value. The employee involvement was a problem, because we did not give the value to our employees. That's why they are not satisfied, and that's why their turnover stopped. Maybe the problem was your work environment. Maybe the problem was your leadership. Maybe the problem was somewhere else. So a lots of factors will be possible, but do not limit yourself on intuitions. Getting the data, then we interpret that data for the sake of to have accurate prediction for that. Evidence-based management complements systematic study-based managerial decisions on the best available evidence. Evidence-based management, EBM, evidence-based management. It means that managers are taking decisions on the basis of evidence. Now, evidence, how the evidence comes from, how you can bring the evidence? By studying the by doing the systematic research, by doing the systematic study. Then you will bring the evidence. On the basis of evidence, your manager can take the accurately decision. As I talk about, intuition is a gut feeling, but that is not necessary to support by research. Making decisions with intuition or gut instinct, we are likely working with the incomplete information. Your gut feeling is not necessary to support research. No one can make, it's possible to make intuition. If you face same problem and you study for you did a systematic study, next time you again face the similar problem, then you use your intuition because you have already did it. Then you can use it. When you are giving intuitions, Now it is an indication of that you have a lack of information. Now relying on institution is made worse because we tend to overestimate the accuracy of what we think we know. Because we are overestimated people. We say that whatever we know, that is 100% right. Whatever we know, that is 100% accurate. Whatever we know, we think that is 100% right, that is overestimated. But do you think that will be accurate? No, completely not. Do not rely on intuitions. Always go with a systematic study. Bring the data, analyze the data. You have to take decision on evidence-based management. Now, what we have discussed about that? Disciplines that contributes organization behavior field. As we are talking about organization behavior is not a simple, it's organization behavior. You look at that, or the word organization behavior, but behind of that is a different disciplines or different, they come together and then made it. Like organization behavior is applied behavior science built on contribution from number of behavior disciplines. Actually, it's a behavioral science. Psychology contributes at a micro level, and where others contribute in a psychology contributes at micro and a macro level, and others contribute at macro level. But look, psychology is contributed. The science that seeks to measure, explain some. That's what does it mean, psychology? Psychology, the science that seeks to measure, explain, sometimes change the behavior of human others. Look, human behaviors are changeable, as not static. You must have. Now in here is touched to psychology. In here the subject of psychology is also included. Because you are dealing with the human mind. So you must have the knowledge of psychology. Now in this subject you will also have this content to know about psychology, because in there you understand the human mind, understand the human feelings, emotions. Those who have contributed and continue to aid the knowledge of organizational behavior or learning theorists. Now what we are going to study in there? Learning theorist, personality is a psychology theorist, counseling psychology, most important industrial psychology, which is related to inside organization behavior, that we were studying about that, because these are the people, these are the things which is related with the human beings, with the main power. Industrial psychologists studied the problem of fatigue, where industrial psychology you have studied in a chapter in the 4th semester, industrial psychology, where we talk about fatigue, boredom, other working conditions could impact efficient work performance, as we discussed in a previous 4th semester in industrial psychology. Next, social psychology. Social psychology is also contributed in organization behavior. Social psychology, generally considered a branch of psychology, blends concept from both psychology and soul, because it is combined concept. It's made of psychology and as well as sociology, to focus on people influence on one another. As we discussed, organization behavior, individual, group, structure. Now in individual your psychology comes, and in a group social psychology comes, because people work together, but you have to understand the norms of groups, the norms, how to work inside the group. You have to understand about that. You have to know how the employees should work in group. Yeah, you must have the knowledge of that, where the social psychology can tell you. It is also part of organizational behavior. Different subjects or different topics are there in social psychology. I tell you what are that components that you need to study in order to understand the social unit. Social psychologists also contribute to measure understanding, changing attitudes, identify communication pattern, building trust, group behavior, power and conflict. This is the contribution of social psychology in an organization behavior. If you look at your course contents, course outline, these will be listed. Sociology. Sociology is a study of people. Sociology is a study of people in relation to their social environment or culture. The contribution of sociology in organizational behavior or organizational culture, formal organization theory, structure, organizational technology, communication, power and conflict. As we talked about that, organization behavior is dealing with individual, group and structure. And as inside your structure, sociology contributes in it, because in here you have to make a culture for that. For that, you must have the ideology of organizational culture. You must understand about the formal organization theory, structure, organizations, communication, and power of conflict, which contribute that. To know about the structure, how to make a structure, how to make environment for your employees. The next, anthropology. Anthropology is the study of societies to learn about human beings and their activities, understanding differences, values, behavior of the people. When you come to about anthropology, anthropology is the study of societies to learn about human beings and their activities. Inside your organization, diverse people will come in their work. They come from different societies. They come from different anthropology. They will come to your organization, but they will have different. They come from different societies. Their values are different. Their values are different. Look, as we talked about, organization behavior. Now look, as we talk about organization disciplines, as we say that organization behavior consists of different disciplines. Organization behavior, you see the one word organization behavior, but in behind is a lot of different disciplines. Their different contributions are there. Then they made of organization behavior. Look, as we talk about psychology, sociology, anthropology, social psychology, we have in here. Look in here, we have above, we have like this one, behavioral science, its contributions, unit of analysis and output. Now this is psychology. The contribution of psychology is what? Inside the organization behavior, learning, motivation, personality, emotions, perceptions, planning, leadership effectiveness, job satisfaction, individual decision making, performance appraisal, attitude measurement, employee selection, work design, work stress. That is psychology. Contribution. The unit of analysis of psychology is what? That is individual. The contribution of psychology, these are the contribution, but the focusing of this, that is a individual. As we talk about that, as we talked about, that organization behavior is dealing with individual, group, and structure. Now look, the second one. This is a place which is hidden, that's sociology. This is the sociology. See your slides here, it will be visible. This is sociology. Sociology is what? Is also now group dynamics, work teams, communication, power, conflict, and intergroup. The unit of analysis of this one is what? Now see. The unit of analysis is what? That is a group. Now here this arrow is come from that. Alright? Not only that, now look here, formal organization theory, that is related to sociology. Organization technology, organization change, organization culture. Unit of analysis is what? Group. The unit of analysis is group. See the arrow sign? The unit of analysis is a group. Now come to social psychology. Social psychology is what? Contribution of its behavioral change, attitude change, communication, group process, group decision making. The unit of analysis is what? Is also talking about group. Now see the arrow sign? Now look, this is the arrow. Now look this one. It's talking about the group. Now come to about anthropology. Anthropology we have two: comparative values, comparative attitudes, culture, cross-culture analysis, organizational culture, and organizational environment. The unit of analysis of this is two places. It's also talking about the group too, and as well as also talking about organization, structure, or system. The last one, when we come to about political science, where you can talk about conflict in organization politics, and power. This subject contributes, the contribution is conflict, intra-organization politics, and power. And what will be the unit of analysis of this? Organization, structure. That is unit of analysis. When they all come together, the combination of all these disciplines, then it made of a study of organization behavior. Now I hope you understand about that. Now come to in here, our first chapter is wind up. It's completed here. Lecture 2 is ended here. Chapter number 1, lecture 2 is ended here. Now, for your home assignment, that what you have to do, handwritten assignment, although your handwritten assignment should be challenges and opportunities for organization behavior. That should be handwritten. Take the picture of it, of your assignment, and send it to me through email. End of the chapter. Now, I'll give you a little bit overview what we have studied in these 2 lectures. We started from organization behavior, the concept of organization behavior. We understand about what is organization behavior. We know the basic, the fundamental of organization behavior, the ground floor of organization behavior, then why we are studying. We know about that, what is the importance of organization behavior. We have studied. We studied what do managers do. We studied about the manager function. We studied about the manager role, manager skills. We studied. We studied regarding systematic or intuition decision making, and we studied evidence-based management decision, and we studied the last topic was the contribution of disciplines, different disciplines which is composed organization behavior. I hope you like. If you have any sort of question, feel free to ask me, contact me through my email and as well as through my WhatsApp, or you can also contact me through my page. Thanks a lot.